The Karen Show. The Karen Show. The Karen Show. Let's go. Let's go. The Karen Show.
Previously on The Karen Show.
Oh, here he goes. Here he is.
Weapons.
Hey, Lewis, what was that movie you went to see the other day? The Friday the 13th or something? What was it? It was Jason.
Oh, listen. So, you do horror, right? Like, kind of, sometimes.
Sort of. Sometimes.
Okay, so everybody, and check this out. Everyone in the chat, this is very, very interesting here, and I know a lot of people don't know about this, but I follow movies a lot. So there's been a legal war for Friday the 13th, the series, right? The movies, right?
Yeah.
So one guy owns Friday the 13th, the word, right? The other guy, and this is like a skimmed down version of what's really going on. Another guy, I'm assuming it's a guy, owns Jason Voorhees. So if you notice with those films, there's Friday the 13th part 1, Friday the 13th part 2, Friday the 13th part 3, and then it goes into Jason Lives, right? That's when the lawsuit kicked in, when they don't use Friday the 13th in the title, right? They're not allowed to. So there's been this legal battle for a very long time. It finally kind of got settled, I believe. And they released a movie that's free on YouTube. It's called Jason Universe. They're calling it the Jason Universe. Street Revenge. It's on YouTube. It's 13 minutes. And I think it's good, but it's a dud. You're going to bring back the character in such a cheap way because, with those slashers, especially Jason and Michael Myers, you can make millions of dollars. So I don't know why they went that way, but something to look at. There's a lot of weird stuff with legality with films and stuff and the way you word things and everything. So yeah, that's just one thing I reviewed for Grayson Report the other day.
I think I put the correct link because I just found it there. A 15, nearly 16-minute movie. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a 16-minute. I mean, they can watch it after they watch you.
That's right.
Yeah, don't click off. Don't click off here.
Hey, Lewis, where you live, obviously in Cali, you get a lot of earthquakes come through, don't you?
Yes and no. I mean, I guess compared to the rest of the country, yes. They're very scary when you're not used to them. I'm kind of used to them, but it's not like they happen every year or anything like that. Like, I mean, they do happen a lot, but the magnitude counts. So if it has to be pretty big for all California to feel it, or close to where you live, really. But I did experience a few massive ones in my life. Yes.
Yeah, I never want to experience a massive one. I've seen the aftermath. But I did experience one yesterday, Lewis. I was sitting in my car waiting for my daughter to come out of the doctor's office, and the car started to rock. To the point where I actually thought someone was rocking my car. Like, who's doing that? And then I'm looking and no one's rocking my car. And I thought, is that the wind? And I'm looking, there's no wind. And then as soon as I was thinking all that, it started to stop. And I kind of didn't think much of it. I thought, oh, that was really peculiar. And then I found out it was an earthquake.
Wait, so you've never had one? You don't get them over there?
I've been through, like a tremor, like, where you feel a sound, you can hear a rumble coming and then it passes through and things sort of shake for a second, but nothing. But I've never been shook like that, like back and forward, ever. It was only 5.6 or something.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. That's what's happening when it's happening. Because I've experienced, I think it was a 5.1 here in Kansas.
Yeah,
many years ago, but that was affiliated with fracking from Oklahoma.
Wait, yeah, because Kansas is flatlands, and I'm no scientist, of course. I just play one on TV, but if you live in a place where there's mountains, that's where that's kind of like earthquake country. So Kansas is flat, isn't it?
Oh, it's very flat. You can
Yeah, so
stand
it's
on
fracking,
buildings there
huh?
and see an extra 5 miles. But yeah, it's down because I live in kind of the southern-ish part of Kansas. I live near Wichita, which nobody knows.
Yeah.
Anyway. But probably like a dozen years ago, they were doing a lot of fracking down in Oklahoma, just across the border. And even their geologists like, hey, there's an old fault line here, but it's like millions of years old. There's never been an earthquake. Don't worry about it. Go ahead and frack away. And as it turns out, that's actually a bad thing. They've since stopped that, and those earthquakes have subsided.
I tell you.
I do have a question for Lewis, real quick, because I know he can't stay too long.
Yeah.
What's your opinion on? Have you seen?
Oh no, you've frozen, Enzo.
Enzo froze.
Yeah. Well, there's Enzo's question while he restarts. Have you seen the movie Weapons yet?
No, I have not. I have not seen it. I haven't had a chance to see it. The latest film I saw, well, I've seen a couple of them, but let me see. Right now you could download Superman, and I loved it. I love the new Superman. But if you want to go on the horror tip, we had Final Destination, the new one. I forgot the name of the subtitle of it, but I'm not a big fan of those. And this one was good. I had a great time with it. The new Final Destination. Yeah.
I remember the first one I saw at the cinema, and so that shows you going back a long time. And I remember being so upset watching this stupid movie and thinking, the things that would come through the windscreen, and I'm like, and there was no escape. So it didn't matter what they did, they were going to die. It was horrible.
Yeah, it seems like that. It's death will find you. I guess that's the theme of this one, but I enjoyed it. It's a little gory. I'm not really into gore. Like the deaths were over the top, almost comical, and I feel like the film could have gotten a little bit more serious, and then left a bigger impact. But again, it's the audience it wants, kind of like kids and everything. So
I enjoy the Scream movies. I like those. They make me laugh. Because it's not too serious, and it's never generally too gory. But yeah, real gore. Watching a horror movie where it's real gory, I'm not keen on that. I like the ones where you go, no, someone's behind the door, and
I love Scream. I mean, it's fun because you're trying to figure out who did it. Who's the ender, who's the villain there. Like, I think it's fun.
I want to go and see the Naked Gun. Have you seen that?
No, but I want to see it. Yeah.
I really want to go see that. I'm told, I think it was it Andy that went to see it and said it was good?
I think he did see it, but yeah, it's Liam Neeson is I guess he plays the son of the
original guy.
Leslie Nielsen. Which was just great. I don't know if you ever watched Airplane. He was great in that too.
Oh yeah. Here, interesting fact for you, Lewis. Here, Airplane was renamed. They had a habit of doing that back in the day.
Yeah.
Here's Enzo. Enzo's back. They had a hi Enzo, he's back.
Enzo.
They had a habit of renaming American movies for the Australian audience, and I don't know why. So Airplane here was called Flying High.
Yeah, I know a guy. I watch his YouTube channel. His name is Minty's Comedy. He's from your neck of the woods.
Yeah.
And maybe you guys should collaborate. He is really good. He always has like a top 10 things you didn't know. And he brings top 10 things you didn't know about movies, right? And he brings up the different titles. Like Police Academy was Save the Queen. The second one was called Save the Queen. Yeah, it was strange, like a strange name.
Well, at least they were called Police Academy here. They didn't change those ones.
Yeah.
they're flying high. I thought, oh, and when I would say, have you seen Flying High to anybody who wasn't Australian, they'd go, what? And I'd go, and I'd say the stop calling me Shirley, and they go, oh, that's aeroplane, and then I was looking. So I'm glad things are shifting a little, and people can be funny again.
So the voice that came in, Sydney Sweeney has great genes, like a grindhouse, it reminds me of.
Yeah,
right, but I never looked at the girl and I never looked at her and go, oh my God, she's a perfect human being or anything like that. Never thought of that. The only thing I thought of was when she turned around and said, like my butt looks good. It's like, girl, you have no butt. That's what
I thought too. I think I said that to Enzo when she turned around. She said, "My butt looks good." Her bottom she's got a flat bottom.
And plus she had they were baggy type jeans, so that's not going to accentuate anything, anyways.
But anyways, what's this deal, real quick, with the aliens you have here on the title?
Oh, hang on, I'll show you. I was just I've showed Enzo. Hang on, where am I? I'll just play this. I'll just play this.
Joe Rogan this past week, where
yeah. Oh well, here I'm just going to play it
tonight on Should We Be Concerned. Republican Congresswoman Anna Paulina Luna recently told Joe Rogan that she's seen classified evidence of UFOs as interdimensional beings. Watch.
Some of the tech that exists, that whatever these things have, these energy things have.
Energy things? What do you mean?
Well, they call them interdimensional beings. Very credible people have reported that there have been movement outside of time and space. Have I seen evidence of this? Yes. Have I seen photo documentation of aircraft that I believe were not made by mankind? Yes.
Finally, there you have it. Proof. Proof that maybe someone was told something from someone who saw something that might be something from another dimension or something.
That's great.
And that kind of is very true, where everything we've heard the last several years has been, I heard from this guy that saw a thing that he saw some paperwork that referred to. Yeah, it's the same thing that I heard in Art Bell 25 years ago. It's not that much different.
Yeah.
But as far as what Congressman Luna was saying, I don't disagree with anything that she said. I believe everything. She has certainly seen a lot of the same stuff probably I've seen. It's not exactly the same stuff. But
well, the saddest part of this, Enzo and Karen, is that I believe you and I and all of us have been saying the exact same thing that Fox talk show guy has been saying. It's, I saw that, they saw that, this person saw, but he gets paid way more than us to say the exact same thing 2 years later. I'm not buying any of it. I hate to poop on it. I don't believe the Congress lady. I don't believe. It's time we see pictures.
Yeah.
If I don't see a picture, I'm done.
We're well past story time of I know a guy that knows a guy.
Correct.
We are at that level where it's like just throw the information out there.
The worst thing that happened was that congressional hearing that everyone got excited about. I'm like, dude, this is nothing.
A nothing burger. It was nothing.
It's like, you introduced a guy named Art Bell. He covered all this a decade ago plus.
And and Lewis, you've covered aliens tons, like the Peru aliens, and you've got other stuff.
Miami aliens too.
And Lewis was the only one covering the ones in Peru. The face, what were they called? Face peelers.
The pelacaras.
That's it. Yeah, I love how Lewis says that. Nothing. And then some YouTuber went there. I can't remember who it was. Some YouTuber actually went to that little beach, and then he come away, and I don't even remember what he said. I think that was a nothing burger too. But it could have been. Look, it could have been anything. But at the end of the day, like, it was very strange. And Lewis was the only one that was covering it. And then once Lewis covered it, everybody else, I think people saw Lewis's coverage and other YouTubers started to find it, and they were
I look. I'm not a person to think I'm good at anything I do, but one thing I will say, sometimes I'm like way too ahead of my time reporting stuff.
yeah.
I was the first one that I saw, call out Sydney Sweeney for not having a butt. 2 weeks later, everybody's like, yo, she doesn't have a butt. And I go, man, I didn't even get views on that video I made. You
I
know,
know. Yeah.
the Peru aliens, right? The Peru aliens. Yeah, I don't know what happened there, but that was intriguing.
Yeah,
I'm
and then
not
it
buying any of this stuff.
There's-
I'm not
well,
buying any of this stuff. Huh?
Lewis,
there's something
what
about
happened to that kid from Las Vegas? The one.
Well, he
the
went
one-
crazy. He went crazy, in my opinion, because he had a good story. These were okay. So these people in Las Vegas, if anyone remembers, there was a police call. Police were giving a ticket. They had their cameras on, and then some light shot from the sky down. Then, like an hour, then a little bit later, 911 gets called, and they're reporting aliens in someone's backyard. Then, the police officer, the police officer went to investigate, and then this family's like, "There's aliens here, this and that." This is Las Vegas, and they took video, and I swear no one sees aliens here except some people. Like, you watch the videos, like, yeah, I don't see anything, man.
The original video they put out was cropped, where they're in the backyard with the fence, and they don't point this out, but every one of those three young gentlemen were packing. They all had guns.
Oh,
and
yeah.
they're like going through a gate and going into the backyard area where the aliens were, and there's this weird shadow that gets cast across like part of the trees. So it's a stealth alien thing. It's like the Predator. You can't see it unless you're looking right at it. But if you saw like later they released like the regular 4K full frame version of it.
Yeah.
It is clearly one of the kids has one of those bar type flashlights where it's just a long bar with LEDs on it. And he's holding like at chest level as he's walking through the little gated area where the wall is. And it's the shadow from that is getting cast up off a tree. And that's
okay.
That's what I feel people were seeing as, the cloaked, whatever it was like peeking over the wall at him and stuff like that. So it was like, when I saw that, I was like, all right, we're done.
Yeah. And then he came back a year later. He's like,
yes,
they're interested. Now I'm seeing demons. It's like, oh, bro, you're
talking about crucifixes floating in the air and getting twisted and broken and stuff like that. It was turned into paranormal thing.
Yeah, sorry, Freddy Krueger was involved. As soon as Freddy Krueger was involved, I'm like, get the hell out of here, dude.
Yeah, it's. I feel like the second half of that was certainly just trying to get attention for themselves, because they were supposedly trying to sell the house.
Yeah,
sell it because there were demons in the house. Now stuff was flying around and all that stuff. So.
Where's Zach Bagans when you really need him? He could have brought the demon house.
They're in Vegas. He's got a place in Vegas. Go check that out.
I guess paranormal stuff. Karen, I think something you probably brought it up already. Something you all should talk about is also the Annabelle doll, right? I actually do think it's haunted.
You reckon?
Yeah. It's the only thing, because there's just, here's the deal. I do believe there's, at the very least in this world, negative energy, right?
Oh, for sure.
And I think that there is a possibility that this negative energy could be called a demon, right? And I do think that maybe in the beginning, Annabelle, the Raggedy Ann doll, was really a hoax, right? But I think all this attention brought to that doll has brought negative energy to it. And what really got me is that the handler just passes away all of a sudden. And this is after Lorraine Warren's grandson had warned them 2 weeks before, do not take that doll out. Something bad's going to happen. And Karen, we see it's a curse.
Yeah.
It's a curse. Karen disappeared.
I did 2 other live streams earlier this week. Perfectly fine. I get on Karen's show and my whole computer blows up. So
No, I think I'm gonna go when she comes back because let you guys go. But see,
back.
Karen, is she back?
I'm back.
I don't see you.
Oh, you can't
Can't
see
see
me. You can't see me?
no, it's a black screen. Oh, there you are. You're back. You're back.
Am I back?
You're
Can you
good.
see me now?
Yeah, but you notice how we started talking about Annabelle and you disappeared?
I
The doll's
know.
cursed. It's
I'll
a
tell you
sign.
what, I
Told
wonder if
us
my
our thing.
Annabelle, I wonder if my Annabelle doll is cursed. I don't think so.
I think, look, out of all the stories of Annabelle, this is the most legit one. You're telling me that the guy dies, and look, here's the deal. The paranormal community went out, a lot of them, not all of them, and said, stop blaming the doll for Dan Rivera's death. This is not a joke. It's like, well, you guys have been telling us that the doll is
true.
cursed for all these years. What do you
That's
want
true.
to say, right?
Yeah.
It's cursed.
But-
It's cursed, but not right now. When the guy died, no, that's not a curse.
Yeah, it's cursed.
funny. Matt Rife, who is a comedian, stand-up comic, he's also an actor, but he's now apparently leased the property where the doll is kept, the museum or something. And I'm thinking, oh, well, I hope nothing happens to him because he's kind of cute to look at. But but it's interesting. So, but I don't know what I think. I still think it's just a doll. But like you say, Lewis, it is a bit weird that, like, I'll admit, it's a coincidence. And what do they say? There's no such thing as coincidences. It is a coincidence that the doll was in a mansion down south somewhere, and the day after, I think, that the doll was left to the building, that mansion, or
It
burnt
burned.
down. Yeah. And then, of course, there's this guy who's been touring with it who died, and we still haven't heard how. I'd say heart attack, something
But
like
that's
that.
still, even if he did pass away from a heart attack, that still could be a curse. Because
Well,
look, here's the deal. Do I believe certainly that there are demons or anything like that? No. But do I respect it? Yes, I do believe it is a possibility. I haven't seen proof. Nothing's really proven to me that there are no paranormal entities.
yeah,
I do think there are people that BS about it, but
absolutely.
when it comes to Annabelle, this is the first time I was kind of like, this is weird. With this incident with Dan Rivera, I go, this is weird. This is
Well, be interesting. Yeah, be interesting to see going forward if anything more weird happens with it. Like,
yeah. Lisa's here? How you doing, Grayson Report? She's here
it's
eating
Lisa
dinner.
here.
Hey, Karen, what's going?
Hello, hi, Lisa. What are you
I don't know.
eating, Lisa? What's Lisa eating?
Yeah, what's for dinner?
She is eating Mexican food right now. Yellow rice, and I would say, what is that? Like on the enchilada? Yes.
Oh, I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind an enchilada. I like chicken enchiladas.
And
Chicken.
she's the skinny one out of us two, so she eats way more than me. That's the way it works.
It's always the way it works.
Okay, it's been great. I'm gonna let you all go.
Lewis, yeah, we'll
Love you. Thank you so much.
Thanks. Love you, Lisa. See you, Lewis. Thank you so much. Bye. See ya. Bye. Well, everybody, do have a beautiful weekend. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and I'll see you guys later. And Enzo, I'll talk to you later as well. See you guys. Bye.
I don't wanna be